So you can't have always force versus force. It has to be force versus defense and other way around. They are no more eye in the sky. They are like claws in the sky now. You develop technology in one field, the counter technology has to develop along with that. This topic, the drones and the UAS systems and counter UAS system, I think everybody has spoken. It is very relevant. It's there today. It is a reality. It is not something for the future. So there is no denying that battlefield has shifted. We are shifting totally from those very concentrated air power to a sort of decentralized and autonomous way. And one thing we must understand, of course, these drones, the counter UAS system or the unmanned aerial system that we are talking about are an extension of air power. Why are they succeeding is because they have all the intrinsic qualities of air power, and that has to be understood. And of course, there is reduced risk in terms of human lives in operation and the reduced cost that is making it very attractive. I will just touch upon 2-3 points because I said whatever points I had written down have already been spoken, and I think if I can say, Dikshit has spent really good time on the topic and covered it from all perspectives. Not that the others didn't, but I think they left something for Dikshit to cover, so he's done it well. I don't think there's anything left for me to add to, but I'll just concentrate on a few things and reiterate some points. First, of course, is that, like I said, it is an extension of air power. So all the rules of air power will apply when you use the UAS systems. Just remember that. And they are no more eye in the sky. They are like claws in the sky now. We have seen it in the recent conflicts that have taken place, and we have also realized during Operation Sindoor, and this part cannot be forgotten. And second, when we talk about counter UAS, now it is, like I say every time, it is a cat and mouse game. You develop technology in one field, the counter technology has to develop along with that, because that is how the game can be played. Otherwise, one side will have total advantage. So you can't have always force versus force. It has to be force versus defense and other way around. So this part, in Operation Sindoor, it was mentioned by Dikshit also. I think we've done reasonably well in Operation Sindoor. And why that happened? Because there was coordination. Without coordination, without central, agency coordinating it, without having that IACCS system becoming a nerve center, whether it is counter UAS or counter weapon or counter aircraft, it wouldn't have been possible. So we were successful. We were successful that none of their weapon systems landed up on target. None of their UAS systems landed up on target is because we were operating in a manner that was the way to go. And the way we have organized that time, I am very certain that more and more structured, we are making it more structured now, so that there is no individualities coming in. There is no one person trying to go astray and say, nahi, aise nahi karenge. So that part is being controlled. We have structures in place so that every time we are able to counter these in that manner. And they cannot be, in any modern aerial threat, total domain awareness is the key. And that is what he spoke about. We have seen what happens in terms of, if you don't have domain awareness, you don't know where your people are and where others are. We've seen what happened to F-15s in Kuwait, the fratricide part. So we cannot afford to have things like that. We will have all three services operating in the same airspace. There has to be total coordination, and I'm happy to state that there is already existing structures, and we are strengthening those structures even further.